India's real estate landscape is evolving at an unprecedented pace, emerging as a global force driven by innovation, design, and ambition. From iconic residences to cutting-edge commercial spaces, from heritage-inspired hospitality to smart, future-ready developments, today, it's not just about building structures, it's about creating experiences that define modern urban premium living. And behind these spaces are visionaries, developers and architects who are reshaping skylines and elevating standards and setting new benchmarks in design, in sustainability, and also in global appeal. To recognize these pioneers, Forbes India, in association with Ozone, presents Forbes India Realty Trailblazers, a platform celebrating those shaping the future of India's built environment. And today we are joined by the leadership at Ozone to share their perspective on this transformation and the vision behind this partnership. Mr. Aggarwal, thank you so much for joining us here today. But we are here in this opportune moment. Let me just ask you that, the Ozone has been influencing architectural design in this space for close to 2 decades now, and partnering with Network 18 today to recognize the trailblazers in this space. How does it feel?
As I think about it, 26 years since Ozone was born, when I started this company and the business. So looking back, there is a large and a huge sense of accomplishment, and we feel that we have been able to make a mark to some extent. But of course, with the partnership with Network 18 and Forbes, I think we'll be able to create and demonstrate the true power of what we have built and how we can influence various part of home building and living in this country.
Okay, I wanted to ask you that, premiumization as a trend is picking up in India. Premium homes are becoming big in India, but it's more than just big spaces, right? Tell us about how this space is evolving.
So I think before I answer that specifically, but it is what we define as premium. So for premium, the definition of premium varies from person to person, country to country. So that is exactly the ethos of Ozone. What we say is that something which is good quality, good finish, so looks good from the outside, and functionally very durable, so that the user experience is consistent over the years. So from my point of view, from how we bring our products, how we choose our quality and the levels of stuff what we do, for us it is one product, one quality, and that translates into premium. But having said that, I think India is finally coming of age where consumers are appreciating good quality products. They want stable products. They want so-called now premium products rather than the cheapest products which is available. We are a cost-conscious market, but we need good quality at the same time.
But speaking about the cost-conscious market and the change in mindset, the biggest change that we have seen in the past few decades has been the change in the expectation that you rightly touched upon. People don't now want the cheap products, but in the premium category, what do you think are the evolving tastes of people with the kind of income that we're seeing?
Yeah, I think it's a great question again. So people are more aware. So when you're more aware about what is available internationally, what is available within your country, what is the range of, so the expectations and the aspirations obviously increase. So what we see here also, is combination of various materials, finishes, from the countertops to the hardware which is going inside. You have glass, you have aluminium frames. So how this comes together within this furniture, if you look at, there is this nice glossy paint, and then you have laminate, wooden finishes, black aluminium, a granite countertop. So how this comes together as a look and feel, that the customer has become more discerning and more aware. So that is one big change. But our job is that while things look beautiful over a period of time, they need to be very functional, and they need to be performing their job day after day, years to come. So in total, we give that experience as a product, and sometimes it is termed as luxury, sometimes it is termed as premium. But again, if you look at a kitchen or a wardrobe, there are so many elements or hardware items, from small screws to pantry units to the slides which come out. So in together, they need to provide a complete experience to the customer, and that is what they're looking for.
And we spoke about how India is becoming more global in its in the kind of things that it wants, in the kind of architecture that we want now in homes. But is there a difference as well? Is there something that sets the Indian market apart? You've been in the market for 26 years now. How would you say that India is still different from the global players, and what do Indians need as an edge for their architecture?
So I think we're a complete melting pot, and I always like to say we, as a country, as a people, we exist in different decades at the same time. So you have, of course, the Gen Z and millennials, and all these terminologies are there. But what, as I said earlier, is that we are very aware, and again, you rightly pointed out, we have internationalized our aspirations, what we see on Pinterest and Instagram, etc. So in that sense, the customer is more demanding. Of course, we have certain limitations to what is being able to get delivered from a product company. So very few companies are able to deliver consistent quality. Very few companies have the entire range of products which is there. But most importantly, who will bring this together and install it in your home? So that entire chain has to function to be able to deliver. And at the end of it, we need a good, cost-effective product. So I think that is a very big task, and that is something what India and the people are, expecting, and to large extent they will get. And yeah, that's where we're going.
But you spoke about how there is Gen Zs, and then there is millennials, and everybody is in the consumption chain now. How big of a part does personalization play in this entire process?
So I think personalization is very important. Personalization is every individual, every family have their own taste requirement. But the beauty of India is we have so many people. So if you aggregate a personal requirement or a typology, so it's still quite large chunk, still quite massive. So I would highly suggest that personalization should be to a certain extent where it is still cost effective. Because everything, if it is completely tailor-made to the last stitch, to the last nail, then of course it's going to be a huge cost and price. So if we want something which is it's cost effective, and I use this term again and again, we do need to have a lot of standardization. We of course should not compromise on the finish, the quality and the final product, but somewhere we should that individualization should not be taken too much into depth.
We're standing here near this entire system, and I wanted to ask you about premium buildings and the integration of these glass panels with hardware. Tell us more about this. How important does this, how important is it for premium buildings in India?
So actually it is the most critical aspect, and that how important is that hardware comes together with the glass, with the profile and everything. So if you look at this door also, so we have a security which is a facial recognition. We have automation which is flowing into the frame itself. There is this frame, then there is glass, there are handles. So they need to come together quickly. So that is what Ozone, the ethos of Ozone is. Ozone will be able to install this in your place, in your office or residence. And there are multiple options, as again, I will take you along this place. So there are various options. So this is something which will go inside your house. This is something which will possibly go out on the main door. This is a heavier door which will go on a shopping mall or an airport. So that is the strength what Ozone has been able to build over a period of time. That from components to systems and then complete solutions.
But Mr. Aggarwal, from a functionality point of view, you said, how there are cameras installed on this, there are heavy doors for different kind of purposes. Could you take us through this entire, what you have as a portfolio and how the functionality part of it is also integrated into the security as well as the look and feel of this?
Okay, a great example I can start with. This is an automatic swing door. Okay, single direction. It will open here. Now, this is automation can be off in office. It can be opened with a touch. It could be in a restaurant. It could be in an high-end office. But what is important is that we've integrated the sensor with it. So if I'm standing so close to it and I try to open it, it will not open because the door might hurt me.
Yeah.
So that is the thoughtfulness of Ozone. That is the value add what we do. This product is a bi-directional, so it will open outside and inside. So if you're from the other side of the door, then it will open into this side. Again,
this one probably will.
Yeah, so we have facial recognition sensors, we have proximity sensors. Again, this is for interior doors.
Yeah.
You have the partitions where your living and dining areas are there. Just a nudge and this will automatically open.
Slide and open.
Slide. So of course we have manual versions of it. We have bi-parting. So that again is a complicated solution where we were talking about bespoke customization. So yeah, customization will be to the extent of what is your space, how much you want to do. But this is also again safe and this can go back.
Okay.
So customization is, again, we have multiple product ranges according to your needs. So yes, we can customize, but if you say, okay, I want mera wala pink, mera wala green. So yeah, that is going to be a bit of an issue.
Yeah. Mr. Aggarwal, we're moving towards smaller constrained spaces. Verticalization is picking up in India. And, as you rightly mentioned, that the space-saving solutions are what are leading to that verticalization.
Right.
Tell us how Ozone is doing it.
So, of course, we're standing in a kitchen, a very premium kitchen. So, I'll just give you an example. When you say space-saving, it's from my point of view, I put it another way, space, better utilization of space. So, this is a drawer system. If you look at it, very premium, very sleek. We've just put some organizers inside, and there are different depths of drawers. So you're able to, utilize more space.
Yeah.
The drawers have always been the same number of drawers you'll be able to create in a kitchen, but you're able to utilize more of the space and, yet be very aesthetically sound. If you just look at it, how your kitchen tools and your daily things are organized, kept right where you're cooking. This is what we jokingly call is the spy cabinet, but it's really an elevator shelf. This goes into your bar. This can go into for your kitchen condiments. We have now introducing 2 or 3 more versions out of it. Again, this could, if you can see, this is really next to your cooktop. So how you're utilizing the space on the top, and yet on the top you have cabinets where you can go. So these essentially, be space saving and space utilizing. There are a lot of things which are there in the market which is allowing your space to be utilized in a much beautiful, much better manner. So from a luxurious to a space saving in your corner, sliding, swing. So it's a huge
portfolio of things that actually help, save a lot of space.
Yeah.
But Mr. Aggarwal, with this comes a lot of, hassle, a lot of talk about how do we make these innovations accessible to vast part of the Indian audience. When you talk about tier 1, there is still, affordability. But would you say that in the coming years, tier 2, tier 3 would grab up this? Is there a market opportunity that big?
Yeah, so actually, it's a very good question again, and it was about a week ago. The gentleman was also discussing our journey. So he used the word that Ozone has democratized a lot of these products, the availability of higher end solutions, and democratization is basically that you get a great product which is available internationally, but at a price point which is affordable in India. And of course, it also goes into luxury homes. So tier 2, tier 3 cities are very much there. We also need to change the perception. Their aspirations, their affordability has tremendously gone up. They are more demanding about the quality of the products, the questions they ask about the certification, the cycles, the durability of the paint and the finishes. It's really amazing. So I would say that is the beauty of India, and as we are a democratic nation, so that is a sense of pride that we've been able to make a lot of these products available across categories to various people.
But Mr. Aggarwal, across 26 years, has there been a project that you personally admire where Ozone has actually done something that you would cherish in terms of the solutions that you give?
Yeah, again, it's been 26 years, so there have been many projects, there have been many things. But we have done a lot of marquee projects, from airports to residentials. We've done products in IITs, in also ESI hospitals. So we've done in super premium luxury living as well. So for us, each project is its own bliss, its own moment of pride, and we have numerous projects, but I wouldn't say one which is more satisfying than the other. Even a small home, one shower enclosure, and we get an acknowledgement from the lady of the house saying, "Wow, I love this." So for us, that is memorable.
Yeah. In the end, I would want to talk to you about the partnership that Network 18 and Ozone are having. Talk to us about that, while you touched upon a fact that, it's been a momentous time after 26 years of you being in the field, in the segment, and it also is sort of a, achievement of sorts. Tell us more about the association.
So I think for the fact that Network 18, Forbes will be having this kind of a presentation, this kind of a program with us, is very proud for us. I think it says that we are there in terms of being associated with a marquee channel, marquee establishment, with our brand, which is across various verticals. So firstly, that is a very kind of fulfilling kind of a feeling. But on the other hand, then the bigger part is that the message that we have a product, or I would say products, and across verticals, which will be used in various projects, be it residentials at different levels, and commercial, in hospitals, in educational institutions. So that message being spread wider through developers, through institutions, to architects, through your platform of Network 18 and Forbes, I think that is very important, and that is what we are looking forward to.
This entire exercise is going to recognize a lot of players in the same segment that you operate in. What would you want them to achieve, and what would you want them to, focus on in their journey?
So I think every company, every organization has their own journey, has their own strengths, and of course limitations, as we do too. But I think this ecosystem is very self-generated, and there's immense opportunity for everybody, both in terms of business, but also I think, as I repeatedly says, we will do this nation and the people of this great country a service if more companies are willing to provide better quality product and at a democratized level. So
Yes.
that's become my favorite word.
And before I let you go, Mr. Aggarwal, there are going to be a lot of categories from sustainability to tech-led innovation. Which one is your personal favorite and what are you most excited about?
So I think sustainability is very important. But again, sustainability in its individuality has very little meaning for the person on the ground.
Yeah.
End of the day, there are commercial considerations. People who are using a home, if you tell him, okay, it's going to be 10% higher because it was built on a sustainable way, maybe it will not sense. I think sustainability and caring about nature and the process using technology. So sustainability cannot happen without advancement in technology. So, and it has to be cost effective, it has to be affordable. So, and they're not mutually exclusive. So if companies, if developers and people get all their ducks in a row and we're able to achieve that, I think that is more important. So coming back to the crux of your question, I think sustainability and technology will be my favorite.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Aggarwal, for joining us here today. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivani.